Joe with Mikerowchip here playing Run 8
Train Simulator 3.
And this is the A-Line episode 62. And this, which you are witnessing right now, is my third attempt at starting this video. First time I called it Trains 2022, which it is not. Second time I was going along great, and then my phone rang. What the? Okay, everything's good now though. Look at Smiling Jimmy up there. Let's get a close up of Smiling. What's he doing? He's just sitting there. He's moving. He's breathing. I can see him breathing. Can you see him breathing? So everything's okay. All right. Now, we are here in Georgia Pacific with the MP-15 in Pecan Yard. And I just picked up these two bays. And I'm also on my other screen, which you cannot see, I am looking at the Georgia Pacific map on what do you call that place? The depot. The depot's map, yeah. And it looks like the two that had to be shoved in the direction I got to shove them now. In other words, the engine's on the right side. There goes my phone again. Are the wood chips and the cars that I have here now. Okay, so here we go. My phone keeps ringing. Stop it, phone. No one ever calls me ever. Until, of course, I'm doing this. Well, let's go back here. Oh, we got to bring up the train. No. Not that way. The engine HUD. There we go. What's everything look like? 90, 90. Yep, BC0. Perfect. Alrighty. Oh, yeah. This is not Railroader. There you go. Let's head on out, shall we? Put it in forward. And we're off. See, the car's going by on the level crossing over there. All right, here we go. We're on our way out. It's a little bit of a trip to get to the other end, but we're going to stay here the entire time. Now, my last video I did was C&O Hinton. Someone had mentioned that, because I was looking for F7s. I found some look like really good F7s. F7, the F7 series diesels. But there's a asset missing for them, and I can't seem to find it. I gotta try again. If at first you don't succeed, then, try again, that old thing. So, I gotta try again and see if I can't find them. Let's put this up to notch 2, get us going here. We'll keep it at 15 mile an hour, of course. I haven't done slow speed in a long time. What was that, Control S? I think so. We'll see if I can set it. But anywho, and someone said they make some good Australian ones. And although, C&O Hinton, Australia, there's a little bit of a gap in between those two areas geographically. And then someone else said that they would be a tad bit too wide, I thought they said, or was it too small? Because Australia has a different size gauge than we do. I didn't know that. Huh, how about that? Then I was wondering, would trains allow you to run it? Like that? I know there's narrow gauge routes. No, is it Alt-C? Control-C? There he is, slow speed. Okay. Will trains allow you to run like a narrow gauge train on these standard tracks like this? Will they allow you to do that? My guess would be yes. Oh, we got to go back down this next track? Yeah, this track right here. Trying to pay attention while I'm talking at the same time. My guess would be yes. It would just look weird, right? It wouldn't look right. Alrighty. So there's Georgia Pacific in all its massiveness. Trucks galore, ready to ship off the paper. Then I was also going on and on about my first real successful rail fanning moment. I've rail fanned very little in the past. I'm talking about real life. IRL, as they say. This is a level crossing, but it's for their facility. So I found a good spot out in Ludington, quite accidentally. And so I was out there rail fanning, and this train comes around the corner. It was two GP38s that come around the corner. They were not back to back, which I thought was kind of weird. All right, I gotta get off. There you go. Throw this switch this way. Get back on. And now back it up. No, one more. There you go. backup is 3. So, they were, I couldn't remember the name, but now I remember. It's Genesee in Wyoming. It's out near Ludington in Michigan, which is over on our west coast, quote unquote. But the other thing I didn't mention during the C&O Hinton was that, you know what? They were not doing the horn signals when they were shunting, because they were shunting. There's a little tiny yard right there where I was, and they were not using, 3 for backup, 2 for forward. They were doing none of that. But it's also a very isolated yard. There's nothing else going on there. They might be the only engine that uses that yard. But, yeah, they weren't doing like I do all the time, which, is fine. And I wonder if it's just because it's so isolated. There's nobody else working in that area. So they figure, the 2 people working the train, the conductor and the engineer, are the only ones there. And they know what's going to be happening because they're talking to each other. So it's not like it's going to accidentally back up. And he doesn't expect it because he's going to tell him to back up or go forward. So the engineer obviously is safe. It's the conductor who's, kind of hanging in the wind just a little bit, could get crushed. But I just thought that was weird. I thought they aren't doing the horns at all. They went backward and forward quite a few times. They were swapping tank cars and grain cars. And the grain cars, like I mentioned in the last video, I think were being used as spacers? I believe so. All right, now we're going to pick up these wood chip. I'm looking at the map for Georgia Pacific from the depot, and there is a wood chip unloading, which we're going to hit first. But there are 2 wood chip storage tracks as well. I thought that was interesting. And then as the cars become emptied and or full, we'll put them like on this track, or the track one over from these box cars. That'll be my outbound track, leaving this middle track open through the yard. Although I do have another bypass track on the other side. It should stop us at 15.6, right? Yeah, because we got slow speed. That's what the little S there means. Or I should say SS is. All right, here we go. As I was saying before, I'd never had rail fanning that good before. We were 10 feet from the track. And the engineer, the conductor did wave to us, but pretty much they ignored us, which they're, not that I expected them to come over and give me their autograph or anything. They did what I thought they were going to do, which is great. Some more people staring at us. Yep, that's pretty much what it was. Okay, then we're going to do the old F7, F5. There we go. Now we're going to pull forward. We're going to put it right in the notch 2. Let's do some bailing there. Here we go. It's bailed. I don't want to get going too fast here, so notch 1's going to be too fast, I think. Not really. Or, I mean, notch 2's going to be too fast. You knew what I meant. Because I want to keep this to under 5 miles an hour so I can grab onto this last car. Then I'll radio Smiling Jimmy, let him know when I'm on. I see my step right there. I see where I'm going to place. I'm visualizing it. I'm manifesting it. Walking towards it. I'm grabbing on. Oh, I am athletic. All right, there we go. I'll put it back into notch 2. Hear the eking and creaking going on? All right. So after these 2 are unloaded, then we got to get the FMC box cars, whatever that means. The non-hazmat tanks, and then these that are right next to us, the hazmat tanks, plus the Plate F box car. I don't know. I don't know what Plate F means. I can identify them because it says Plate F on them. See that? Plate F right there. It's just that I don't know what plate F means. All right, let's put it notch 3. There we go. Get us up to the 15.6, and then we got a little ways to go. Looks like there's 2 switches coming up. There's the end of the rail I can see. That's what we're headed towards now. And then there's one switch that leads into the wood chip unloading section of the plant. And there's another switch further up. Is that a derail? Not sure. Oh, my, here we go. My microphone wind screen was coming off. Yeah, there's a level crossing there. I can't see where it is. I guessed. I was probably wrong, but that's all right. All right, so let's see what we got here now. What's this track going this way? Okay, this is for the non-hazmat tank loading. It's right here. That's this switch coming up here. And then after that, the next switch we see should be the one we need. Oh, it's a trailer there. They're like, what the heck is that right there? It's a trailer with, was it got on logs or something? Yeah, they're bringing in lumber. As wood is used in the paper making industry. That I do know. Here's another switch we missed. This is kind of a cool shot here, huh? Seeing the MP up there. That stands for multi-purpose, not military police, in case you were wondering. This is a non-military association we are working for. All right, now wait a minute. What's this? What, now what's this? This is not on the map. Am I wrong? I think that first one was the FMC box. I think this one is the yeah, the hazmat. I think I skipped a thing. Why is it slowing down so fast? One of the brakes on or something? I mean, it's slowed down really fast. And now we're not moving that fast. I just did the air brake cheat again. What the haystacks? All right, let's not do that now. I was gonna jump off, but I decided not to. Now, there's still more stuff over here. Okay, I thought maybe I'd driven all the way past it. I'm like, we're past where we're supposed to be. Here, okay, here's a track here. This should be the one. Getting nervous. Should be the one to get us where we want to go. Yeah, I'm not sure why it slowed down so fast like that. Was I unconsciously putting on the brake? I don't think I was. All right, now we're picking up speed. We'll see what happens once I clear this switch. Well, actually, before I clear the switch, when I put it back into neutral, if it's going to slow down. Thought I took all the brakes off. Yeah, there we go. Now it's working the way it should. And here's that second switch right there I was talking about. Just dead ends into nothing. I think that's a derail. Stop any cars from rolling out of the yard. I think that's what the diesel's for, right? All right. Now we're going back this way. Yeah, just dead ends right here. Crazy. Okay, now we're going to go... well, let's do this first. Let's get a bird's eye. Well, that's a worm's view. Here we go, bird's eye. Because what we're going to do here... Okay, here are the storage tracks. So we're going to... This is the unloading. I think they're all going to fit on the unloading track, right? I'm pretty sure. What is industry track? Here somewhere. Car tags. Why can I not find it? All right, well, let's back up. We'll back up, and then I can look for it then. All right, so let's fly back over here. So we definitely want to go on the track on the far left as we're going back there. Back here, back down. Here we go. Can't believe we're finally delivering these cars. It's crazy. We've been doing this for so long, it seems. I've loved it. Don't get me wrong, but still crazy. Okay, here we go. Start out slow to minimize our coupler strain. And we'll juice it. Well, I don't know. Is 2 juicing it? I could have swore there was a button on here that said industry tags. I'm not seeing it right now. All right, I'll look on my other screen and find it that way. Right control F8. Right control F8. Okay, so it's not going to do any good over there now, is it? It's not going to be on this screen. Right control F8. Yeah, it's the whole stretch there. See it on the left? The whole stretch. Oh, jeez. Okay, see how I'm passing it now? And stop. Oh, my gosh. I want everybody to talk amongst themselves. How'd your day go? You know, that kind of stuff. Because Grandpa's not paying attention that much. All right, here we go. Now let's back it up. No, it's going forward, isn't it? Yeah, forward. There we go. Trying to do too many things at once. I keep wanting to put it on here and see what their oil is. That's Railroader. I've been playing so much Railroader lately now, I'm having a hard time playing this game. All right, here we go now. Now, how far? I was thinking about running them all the way to the end, but why run them all the way to the end? I'm not sure I really want to do that. Run them until they're all... I'm going to go on this side. We're going to run them until they're all in the zone, if you will. All right, now let's back it up. It is in reverse now, right? It is in reverse now. Okay, very good. I mean the switch, not the engine. But the engine is also in reverse. Everything's in reverse. All right. Wood chip. And we got another wood chip. New wood chip. It's shiny and new. And then this looks like another wood chip. I forget how many we got. See, this is a plate F car. What? Then we got another wood chip. How much wood, huh? How much wood would a GPL chip, a GP Georgia, forget it. All right. There we go. Now we're going to grab onto this right here. Now we're going to push them forward until we got clearance on this thing here. Probably to a little bit past this switch here. Then they'll be in place for unloading. And our first job will be over. Our first set out. Yeah, we'll clear these frogs right here. That'll ensure we're in the zone. There we go. We get off. Just to double check. Right control F8. Yep. See the little orange dots? We're in. We are in. Okay, so get rid of those dots because I don't like the dots. They're helpful, but I don't like them. All right, so I'm going to come over here now. Whoop. Say, oh, the couplers. So we'll set the handbrake. Give me a bump. There we go. Then come over here, open the coupler. Come over here, open the coupler, close the angle cock. Alrighty. Now we're going to go forward. Yeah, that's right. Then we're going to go forward. Beautiful. Grab on. Beautiful. All right. So that's one set of cars set out. We'll make some money out of that. How much? I have no idea. 5,000 a car? No idea. Just threw that number out there. I don't even know why. But there's no money in the game, so doesn't really matter how much I make. This is a time in U.S. history when we just got rid of money. We just no longer use money. You just did your job. You went to the grocery store, you got what you needed. Just walked onto the car lot, picked a car you liked. Yeah, that never happened. All right, now we're going to stop right in here. And throw the track the other way now. Switch, I should say. There we go. Jump off. Throw the switch. Throw the switch. There we go. Jump. Whoop, no. Jump back on. And here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, that's the road. I thought that was another track. I'm like, oh, we're supposed to be over there. No. Nope. All right, so now this should be pretty easy to identify going this way because it's going to be the first one that loops to the left here. First one that, you know, we can actually go on without derailing. Where is the A-line map? There it is. Okay. Yep. We just unloaded there at the wood chip. This next one is going to be... Well, no, the 2-bay... Yeah, no, I'm wrong. So it's not the... We're going to have to go past the non-hazmat, which we already passed once. Then we're going to have to go past the FMC because we got to pull into there and then back up to the 2-bay. Hello. All right, so this should be the non-hazmat tank loading right here. And then the next one's the one we got to go down. We actually got to pass it first, then go down. We'll put it in neutral here. What is this track right here? That's right. Yeah, I think I'm going to go down this one right here. Yeah. Stop turning. Okay, there we go. All right, so you're going to let me off up here, Smiling Jimmy. Not the first switch, but the second switch. Start slowing down. We got to go into here. All right, Jimmy, you slowed down too early. I feel like that one commander on Empire Strikes Back that told Darth Vader, or Darth Vader was you came out of hyperspace too close to the planet. Now they are alerted to our presence. And then he kills him. That's harsh. That seemed harsh. So Smiling Jimmy stopped too far away from the correct switch, and now I have to walk. Although I'll have to look it up again, but there are various laws that do not allow me to kill him. So, not that I'd want to. Smiling Jimmy's a great guy. All right, here we go. Stop him right there. Throw this switch. Now this is going to be a little confusing, methinks. Well, I should probably be on the end. Well, let's be smart now. Let's pretend. Please pretend to be smart. Let's fly around. That's worm. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna come up here, right? And this first one is, what is that? Boxcar unloading. That looks like tanks right there, doesn't it? This looks like boxcar unloading right here. And then the hazmat tank unloading is right here, I think. And then the... Yeah, this looks like tanks too. We had this problem last time. This is one that it appears to be. It's all the way at the end. It just dead ends, and then there should be two cuts to get into hazmat, which is what it shows on the map, and then there's one cut to get into FMC. So they're loading the two bays with something right here. That's where it says to go. It says 2-bay unloading. So someone had said before, and I agree, there should be a grate here, right? Maybe they're softening up the wood chips. Go from tank to tank to tank, soften them all up before they go inside. I don't know. Okay, but that is where I have to go. Oh, wait, where do I have to go? All right, so I'm going to take a right after these sheds, pull into here, right? And then we're going to back all the way back into there. Okay, I got to look out. Oh, here we go. Okay, oh. That speed them up button, you got to be careful with that thing. It speeds you up and then some. Did I throw the switch? Yeah, that's right? It's in, yeah, okay, it's in reverse. All right, here we go. What? Is that much of a hill here? Why is it not moving? Is it doing that thing again? Yeah, sometimes it does this. Okay, so if I relinquish my train, right? Okay. And then I come over here and I select on it again? Okay, now will it move? Yeah, it does that. Why, what the? Just a little glitch in the computer. The code, I should say. Whatever. Yesterday I had a calamity, if you want to hear about my calamity. And that was I woke up, come downstairs, my computer was dark. My computer's never dark. It's always got glowing lights on it or something. Tried to start it up. I was getting nothing. No lights, nothing. So there's a computer repair store right near my house. It's like half a mile away. So I went over there, talked to Don, and Don told me, yeah, it's your PSU. It's shot. So he said he could order me one the next day. Well, I need it to do this. So I said, what if I were to run? We got a Micro Center. I don't know if you know what that is. It's a big store for, I should probably be on the front end of the train, shouldn't I? Yeah, to throw all the switches. Well, maybe not, though. But anyway, it's a big computer technology store. So I went there, bought the PSU he told me to buy, came back. Guy installed it for me and everything in one day. What a great thing. But anyway, so he got that all done. And now when I went to go pick up my computer, he was, telling me what he did and everything and gave me my old PSU and all that other good stuff. And then he goes, if you added on a different motherboard with a higher chipset, and if you upgraded your hard drives, is this right or is this set wrong? I think that's set wrong. All right, so stop. Let me jump off setup here. You would have a really sweet computer. And I already like my computer. But I started thinking, maybe I should. And he was saying, I could do it for so-and-so price. And I thought, that sounded even better. So anywho, I think I'm going to go back up there and talk to him today. The one thing that got me is he goes, if you do this to your computer, these things he was suggesting, then your computer will be probably near top of the line for another 5 years. Wow. That's a long time in computers. So, yeah, I'm going to go talk to him again today. Now, the only thing that I'm not real confident on is, of course, I have all my series from YouTube all saved on here and everything. I want all the information transferred to my new computer relatively easily. Now, do they have stuff like that? Does he have something, or other computer repair people have something where they can just copy everything from one disk to the other for you pretty easily? And then what about installing Windows again? Do I got to do all that? So anyway, I got to talk to them and see what they're... I haven't looked at that stuff in a long time. I don't know what the ins and outs are. All right, so we're headed down over here. We just got to get past all this rigmarole. Holy moly, we're 32 minutes in. I thought for sure we'd be done with this first part in about 15 minutes. No, sir. All right, so now we're going to be hanging a right here. I think this one is set incorrectly. Looks like it is normal, and it's going to have to go into reverse. Yep. There we go. Never been on these tracks before in this game. In any game. There we go. Switched over that way. And away we go. Now here I can see you'd blow your horn because there's lots of people working here. See them all? Yeah, but you know what I mean, right? But if you're silly like this, there could be lots of people in and around the tracks doing things. Loading cars, unloading cars. Doing whatever they do here. Looking at that, saying, yeah, they just do paint job. We should go up there and paint it. We don't want to run over painters. Painting, it's a hard enough job as it is. Okay. Now, these are large piles of something, which makes me believe that I should be unloading these things here, right? Sure looks like it, doesn't it? Which means I'm on the wrong side. That's no Gouda. But no, according to the map, this is FMC box unloading. We'll have to see if there's a grate up here, too, when we get up here. You're going to drop me off here, Smiling Jimmy. Geez, those brakes are so good. We must have just had them done or something, huh? Okay, pull forward. Yeah, it makes me think that this should be where these things are unloaded. They are loaded, right? Yeah. Well, let's do a little fly around again. Gosh darn it, every time I hit the wrong way. Now see, there's no grate here either. Although what are these two big piles? This makes me believe that can I go into the pile? Ooh. What? Oh, what's this? Weird. The same thing inside this one probably, huh? Yeah. All right, whatever. So it makes me believe that that should be there, right? Because this could be the boxcar unloading here. That's the FMC boxcar unloading, and then this, it was, according to the map, it's that. And then the only thing that's left is the 2-bay unloading over there. Okay, well, we'll go with that. I don't think it makes a difference because they're not labeled differently as far as in-game goes. So we'll just do it this way for now. Pretend everything's going to happen correctly. Oh, I already did throw it. Okay, so get on there now. Put it in reverse. There we go. Big open spaces in here. Of course, that's one thing with Run 8. They're not real big on the scenery items. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but it looks kind of sparse, you know what I'm saying? Maybe this is how it really looks. I don't know. I don't think so, but maybe. See, so what's this then? Oh, this is the hazmat. Okay, that's the hazmat. Yeah, because there's 2 tracks going to hazmat. That's what it shows on the map. And then the 2-bay unloading is right next to the hazmat. And we did just... I'm looking at the map, too. It goes up, and then you got to back in. So I'm doing it the way it says on the map. All right. Backwards now. What the heck do you suppose this thing does? And why are there like crow's nests every once in a while going up it? I don't know. It looks like it's a pipe that comes down, but that doesn't connect to anything. Do these things pipe into it here? I don't know. What are you asking me for? How would I know any of this? I don't know. Okay, here's our final destination. Right here. Not the game. They got all kinds of places to unload trucks here. Here we go. We'll just pretend there's a grate. Or maybe they just open it up just a little bit and a guy with a shovel sticks his shovel underneath, you know, the things on the bottom, and they open up just a little bit to fill his shovel, and he runs over here and dumps it out, then he comes back over here. You know, something sensible. Okay, we'll make sure. We're going to stop him at the end of this concrete here. Here come. There it is. Let's stop it right there. Let's jump off. Let's take a look at the industry. See the little purple dots? That goes all the way out. Okay, we're good. We have purple dotted it and then some. Okay. Now we're going to come up here. Disconnect. Set the handbrake. Give me a bump. Thank you. Do this. Open the coupler. Close the angle cock. Forward. Beautiful. Now I'm going to jump back on here, and we got to go all the way back out to the yard. Wind our way through here. Everything looks good. Brake pipe, the reserve. What's that stand for? I have it written down somewhere. The brake cylinder. These two should be right around 90, and they are just stuck on 90. And that should be 0. That means all your brakes are off. Sure. All right. Yeah. Again, there's the 2 tracks that go to the hazmat. Rechecking what's going on here. As far as I can tell, I am doing it correctly. Not that it absolutely matters, but it's fun to try to do it correctly. I just feel these mounds should be over there where we just left off. But again, how did these mounds get here? No, because those are drop things. They'd have to drop them on the tracks and shovel them over? I don't know. And what are those mounds of? I don't know. And why isn't the slow speed on anymore? I'm going to chalk that up under another, I don't know. I'll have to reset it when we get it going again. All right, right up to here. You're going to drop me off here, Smiling Jimmy. Thank you, sir. So pretty. Stop there. There we go. Back on out now. I got to do the old Control C when it gets up near 15. Look how fast it goes up when we aren't carrying nothing. Crazy, isn't it? Makes sense, though. Physics. Physics happen. See how it slows down. Our speed slows down. I mean, it doesn't go up as fast. The rate of speed increase slows down on the curve. Also makes sense if we have that flange friction. How the heck do you get all of that into a game? I mean, that's some really fine tuning. That's some real attention to detail. Alrighty. Oh, I know why this slow speed wasn't working. Because I had to relinquish the train, then I came back in. That's why. Because for some reason, every once in a while, it does that. But I'm glad I figured it out, though. Now it's easy to fix. Whenever my engine doesn't move and I can't figure out why, I just relinquish and then come back. All right, back out to the main yard of GP here. And all the rest of the cars now got to be moved. Now, the hazmat tank unloaded. We got a lot of hazmat cars. That track looked pretty long. We'll have to see it. It's not going to be any big deal because we got a lot of track to work with. We'll just have to parse it up in order to get them all on there. It's that turnaround. Now, of course, what if I got to do the hazmat cars first? I could do the F plate cars first. Or the plate F. Non-hazmats are kind of off by themselves. Yeah, I think I'm going to want to do the F-plate ones first. We got to go down to the other side of the yard. That's job number 1, is get to the other side of the yard. Break on through to the other side. Now, I don't know. These are service roads, so I shouldn't have to... We have employees come in and out of here, though. Should that warn a bell and everything? Should I do that? I don't know. What do these signs say? I missed what that last sign says. It's just say Georgia Pacific on it. Safety first. They got it wrong. It's safety third. This is gate number 4 for Georgia Pacific. It's kind of cool. Palatka operations. Who's Palatka? Doesn't really matter what track we go down here, right? And actually, probably would have been better if I went down this one. Now I'm going to go down further to get... Well, that's all right. No biggie. All right, so here we got the regular tank cars. We got a ton of those. And then we got quite a few of the hazmats right here. And then here's our box cars on this end. The Plate F box cars. It says the Plate F loading and the FMC unloading. So it's just empty and full. So that one on the end here does not say F plate on it. What the F plate? All right. So we want to grab the empty ones, and we'll figure out which ones those are. And grab those first and run them up to the F plate boxcar loading. Then we'll come back and we can grab the non-hazmat tanks are going to have to go on the end. Then the FMCs, and then the hazmat tanks will be the last ones we pick up. Trying to plan it out. Yeah, see, this one doesn't say F plate on it anywhere. God, probably because it's so old. Alrighty, here we go. Yeah, I'm not so sure I took the longest way around. Well, maybe I did. Yeah, I think if I was over on that track, it's been a quicker trip. Not much longer, but... Plus, it's fun. I like to ride on the train. Sue me. No, don't sue me. I can't afford it. These switch? You just run through them. I don't think they switch. Like a railroader? There we go. Let me off here, Jimmy. Thank you, sir. Oh, no, Jimmy. I had you hit the brakes way too hard, Jimmy. Sorry, buddy. Oh, okay. He's kind of angry. That's why he notched to it there. Sorry, Jimmy. Nope. It was already thrown the right way. Okay. Now, which ones are the ones I want first, right? These are going to be, I want the empty ones first. Okay. These right here are empties. So it's those right there. Wait a minute. What the? Here we go. Okay. Forward hope. Is it doing it again? Why does it slip out? Did it go into emergency or something? I don't know what the haystacks is going on. Train. Relinquish. And then pick it again. No, I didn't change nothing. As far as the controls are concerned. Forward. Yeah, now it works. Okay. Don't get mad. It's just a game. Alright, so we want the ones that are on the right there. Gotcha. Alright. Looking to hit slow speed. We never got up there. So I probably should have put it in notch 2. We're going to have to stop for this. The second one looks like it's correct. But this first switch is not. Oh, come here. There we go. This one's correct. These are the box cars we want right there. Buy Ute fuel. Alright, look at all those hazards. Sheesh. And that's not as many as we have with not hazards. That's a double sheesh. We'll see how many we can fit over there. Bet to bring some back. They may not all fit. Ah, the trials and tribulations. Okay, let me get off. Give it a little bit of a nudge there, Jimmy. There you go, buddy. Perfect. You know it's not perfect? Yeah, we've run out of time. We are in the butter zone right now for episode 62. Episode 63 come out about a week and a half or so. I don't know. I never know. Why do I even bring that up? I don't know. Why don't you like? Why don't you subscribe? Why don't you leave me a comment? And if you don't like the fact that this boxcar is here solely as an advertisement for the very game that we are using, well, this just may not be the channel for you.